This movie is made by Haley Durant and Alexis on the Cherokee Indians. The Cherokee people hunted, fished, and farmed for their food. Their main weapon while hunting was the bow and arrow. The animals they hunted were deer, rabbits, and other animals. For fishing, they used mainly nets and the traditional method. The Cherokee people harvest usually the Three Sisters, corn, beans, and squash. One of the Cherokee people's many arts is pottery. They started with just the clay and kneaded it until they could shape it. Then they coiled it and shaped it by hand. The Cherokee people made decorative swirls and spirals of all kinds while also shaping their pottery into animals or odd shapes. Storytelling in the Indian tribes was not just some made-up tales. It was the Indians' lifeline to their past. With no written records, the Cherokee told stories to remember how the earth was made, what happened in this battle, and what certain natural disasters. A long time ago, there was a Cherokee clan called the cherokee, and in one family this clan was a boy who used to leave home and be gone all day in the mountains. After a while, he went oftener and stayed longer, until at last he would not eat in the house at all, but started off at daybreak and did not come back until night. His parents scolded, but that did no good, and the boy still went every day until they noticed that long brown hair was beginning to grow out all over his body. Then they wondered and asked him why it was that he wanted to be in the woodlands so much that he would not even eat at home. Said the boy, "I find plenty to eat there, and it's better than the corn and beans we have in the settlements. And pretty soon I am going into the woods to stay all the time." His parents were worried and begged him not to leave them, but he said, "It is better there than here, and you see I am beginning to be different already, so that I cannot live here any longer. If you will come with me, there is plenty for all of us, and you will never have to work for it. But if you want to come, you must first fast 7 days." The mother and the father talked it over and then told the head men of the clan. They held a council about the matter, and after everything had been said, they decided, "Here we must work hard and not have always enough. There," he said, "there is always plenty without work. We will go with him." So they fasted 7 days, and on the 7th morning the Anigahui left the settlement and started for the mountains, as the boy led the way. When the people of the other towns heard of it, they were very sorry, and sent their headsmen to persuade the Anigahui to stay at home and not go into the woods to live. The messengers found them already on their way, and were surprised to notice that their bodies were beginning to be covered with hair like that of the animals, because for 7 days they had not taken human food, and their nature was changing. The Nigtuhugi would not come back, but said, "We are going where there is always plenty to eat. Hereafter we shall be called Yungva, bears, and when you yourselves are hungry, come into the woods and call us, and we shall come to give you our own flesh. You need not be afraid to kill us, for we shall live always." Then they taught the messengers the songs with to call them, and the bear hunters have these songs still. When they had finished the songs, the Nikatuhi started on again, and the messengers turned back to the settlements, but after going a little way, they looked back and saw a drove of bears going into the wood.